Hey everyone, welcome to this course on options basics. I presume you're here because despite all the other content on the internet, it's not enough for your voracious options education appetite. I get it. Options are mathematically dense financial vehicles which have a myriad of uses even outside of the typical stock market environment most of us probably have in our minds. As such, options trading is not an intuitive set of skills to learn, and there are a lot of financial mental models and psychological biases that uniquely influence how we each trade, and the more educated we are, the better off we are as a result. One of the reasons you're studying options, and I'm taking a guess at this, is that you've heard that options trading creates opportunities to trade the market not only when it's going up, but also when it's going down, or even when it's just staying still in a sideways pattern. And that's true, but there's a trade-off. Such flexibility increases the risk considerably. And that's something that you'll come to learn in your further options education. With options, there is always a trade-off. Options are easily leveraged products, and the market is a wily creator moving in directions you don't expect no matter how savvy you think you are at reading charts and poring through tomes of fundamentals. Needless to say, your level of both experience and education in options will determine your success. Trading options without knowledge could lose you a lot of money very quickly. Because there are so many different and high quality free options education content already available on the internet, my intent with this course is to act as a supplemental source of education for retail traders. Now, if this is the only course you care to partake in, you will not be missing out on any major topics, as I will touch on everything that makes an option an option. I will be keeping mostly to academic concepts, and I'll try to keep the math to as much of a minimum as possible so that you can focus on the broader concepts. In a similar vein, I'll also be focusing the visuals in such a way as to be useful for reinforcing a point or topic, but not making them a requirement for learning. There are plenty of other free courses out there that give a plethora of hands-on examples and detailed charts and graphs to chew through, should you need them. The syllabus of this course is laid out fairly simply. Options basics. What defines an options? Why options? Why do we consider trading options at all? What is the options chain? We'll dive into the concept of volatility. We'll look into the esoteric but necessary elements of options trading, the Greeks. We'll look at secured positions, undefined positions, and spreads. These topics, from my perspective, are the most essential parts of options trading. When I began trading, I lacked all but the most basic of concepts. I knew what a call was and I knew what a put was, but my quote mentor at the time made options seem very much like stocks. How far from the truth that concept wasn't really made clear to me till far later by someone else who was a far better educator on the matter, and I am both thankful and far more profitable as a result of that education. Options trading is a massive space of learning opportunities, delving into topics far too detailed for a quick run course like this one, which only covers the basics of retail options trading. You don't need to know everything about options, but you do need to know enough to keep you from stepping into a quagmire. I think this course will help you take a first step onto that path of options trading. There is a massive domain of concepts and actions that cover what it means to be, quote, an options trader, unquote. This course is in particular oriented towards retail options traders. Retail option traders are, generally defined, individuals who use their own assets on their own time to trade options through the use of a retail brokerage such as TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, tastytrade, Interactive Brokers, and a host of others. Retail traders, and now I'm talking beyond just options, are different from institutional traders who make use of other people's money to make their trades. Institutional traders get paid a commission, or quite possibly a salary, but usually a commission, to make trades for other people. The goals, approach, and trading styles of institutional traders are usually different than that of typical retail traders. Because of the massive difference in capital bases and technical tools available between the two groups, retail traders and institutional traders will often have wildly different tactics, strategies, and timelines to meet their respective goals. When adding options to the host of other financial vehicles that are out there in the world, there are an almost unfathomable number of ways that traders can make money. Institutional traders have a far different point of view in how trades work compared to retail traders. Keep that in mind when reviewing this and other educational platforms. What applies to the institutional trader may not apply as well to you, and usually requires deeper technical, financial, and legal proficiencies that most people who don't live and breathe Wall Street can bring to bear. For But the disparity between retail traders and institutional traders does not necessarily put retail traders at a disadvantage. As a retail trader, you can still make money. You are just a very small fish in a very, very big ocean. So you will do it in a very different manner than the massive sharks that swim around you. I want to keep this course fairly high level. It will be definition centric, and I will be keeping the connections between the various topics fairly lightweight. I will avoid getting to the minutiae of complex relationships that arise from all the components of an options contract. There are an infinite number of considerations when it comes to options trading. People have earned Nobel Prizes in economics around this topic, after all. Rather, my goal is to give you easy to digest definitions and little bits of context to help keep all of the pieces together as far as a burgeoning retail trader is concerned. If you're already an experienced options trader, you probably won't get much out of this beyond a mild shift in perspective. And I do hope that what I do present might offer a reminder or two of some fundamentals. It never hurts to review the basics, no matter how experienced you are, and in any domain. Software, dance, finance, woodworking, all skills are helped by reviewing the essentials from time to time. Considering the vast amount of content already available, there's a lot I won't touch. Consider this course as a lengthy primer more than anything else. I won't be going into portfolio management or various trading strategies, which are all at an entirely different level, nor will I go into the detailed mathematics behind such things as Greek's call, put parity, skew, and anything relating to the log normal curve, the Black-Scholes-Merton model, binomial trees, and so on. All of these things are infinitely fascinating to anyone with a mildly masochistic mathematical mind and well beyond the scope of this course. And that's a phrase I'll likely repeat quite often as we journey down this path together, so I can keep us on track. Thanks for taking the time to follow this little course I've created. I have learned so much myself over the past several years that I can't help but indulge and share my knowledge with any and all who are getting started with options. I already provide an intermediate training course that focuses on my particular trading strategy style, that is, of selling short strangles. I'll put a link down below for you to take a look at, but as a heads up, following this course will still likely not be enough for you to follow that course, at least not until you have a few basic trades under your belt and you're a little bit more comfortable with the concept of trading options. I look forward to teaching you more. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your trading.